welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. I'm Hunter Black Luna, and last time we successfully put 3 probes onto the moon and 1 into a stable orbit of Kerbin. Because we're just that good. And in the process of doing that, we got ourselves a heaping helping of the science. So we're going to use the science to make the rockets and go to the moon. So, I really like the extendable solar panels. Also, we're going to have to make sure that's not blocking the hatch. So you do both of those things. And, we'll call it the Vindicator, because it sounds good. It'll be vindicating me. And Jeb's not on the mission. Lanry, you're up. Jebediah always gets top billing in these things. Alright, the goal for this one is simple. It's just a mechanical test to see how things work. This might be a bit of design heaviness coming up, everybody. Which is, it's part of the game. It's actually a big, huge chunk. Man missions are going to be fun again. With the crew's assessment of the situation. That's not even... Okay, now let's extend the panels and see what exactly... Oh, okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. It sun tracks. It... Man. That is neat as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Now this thing has no engine. Electric charge 400. Yeah, 850 is... That's double what we were going to have, and we're going to have the solar capacity. Oh yeah, that's nice. I mean, we could just keep sending unmanned probes and just transmit data at this point. I mean... Now we check to make sure this isn't obstructing the hatch. And it's not. Okay. It's not quite the massive solar panels, but, I mean, it still looks cool. I'd rather not mess this one up, so I think what we're gonna do is... Yeah, the craft is getting heavier. Do we need the RCS tank to be up top? If it's gonna be useful for us, yeah. We kinda do. Even the goo... Yeah, this is just gonna be one heavy piece of shit. Let's do some field tests on this particular... Whatever, Jeb, you get to be in the field test. Congratulations. How does that system work with the kind of... the design that's sort of against my very simple convention? Either I follow convention to the letter, or I completely do random crazy things. Okay, it goes. Matter of fact, these are very powerful engines. Might end up being completely unnecessary. Okay, but yes, the RCS... It works in Kerbin's atmosphere. It at least helps a little bit. Now let's see if we can safely land this thing. The engines being powerful will help that, although this one isn't really even the lander stage, I suppose. The only issue is, engines being too powerful actually kinda sucks for our purposes. Ooh, that was smooth as silk, though. The only thing is, that uses up a lot of fuel. We may as well give these things... Well, it's gonna have the central tank to draw on, too, when we lay the fuel lines properly. I wonder if that did anything. It looks like they are. Okay, what that kind of looks like was not intended. It's not even complete. So I wonder what effect that has on the fuel profile on this thing, because the really powerful engines are cool. I'm just worried we only need to take off and then get back to Kerbin, because I really don't want to not have enough fuel. That would be a serious bummer, I think. So see what effect that has on our fuel profile? Yeah, no, it's already drawing from the central fuel tank too. This is a little more, I mean, look at this. This is just not a lot of fuel to work with. Alright, time to test the re-entry systems. So yes, it's really loud. It's kind of loud. This thing goes pretty far though. I don't think there's any denying it. Each nozzle is 120. Yeah. The specific impulse goes down. It goes up. And then you see, okay, yeah, the central fuel column depleted first, followed by these things. So we've got, I'd say, a minute of burning in this vehicle right here, with which we actually went an absurd distance. So that's 30,000 meters straight up. Okay. Until we hit the point where we start going down. Okay, yeah. So the thing is, if it gets us this high, it might be enough for the escape section. I don't know. The fuel lines are just adding extra weight without any real point to it. Okay, clear away and deploy the parachute. And I remember what happens to the parachute and stuff like in situations like this. Also, let's check the comm dish. Okay, comm dish works and looks cool. Whoa, we're going pretty fast. Yeah. Okay, so the parachute. Haha! We literally bombed Kerbal Space Command. Normally we kind of miss it, but no, not this time. Let's extend these. What the fuck? Well, they're broke. Is that gonna happen in flight? That would make me really sad if that would happen. Anyhow. Landed. So that one parachute proved perfectly capable of supporting them. Actually, this would be lighter for the thrust it gives. Although it's gonna have to be these engines, I don't think there's any doubt. If we did that, I wonder what the power would be. Also, for landing, for lander legs, we're just gonna use these. Yeah. We're gonna put them as low to the ground as we can go. And hope these do okay. Because, this one's gotta return. And this is just where research and development, we're discovering together what works, everybody. And I probably should cut some of this out, at least until we're ready to wire up the asparagoid, the lifter stage, I suppose. Because right now, we know these work. Alright, let's try the gear. Okay, it stands up. Ooh, oof. The lander legs can barely handle all the weight. We might even want to do additional things here. Observe the materials bay. Also, I wonder if we extend the panels, what causes them to break exactly? I'm guessing it's probably the acceleration. Okay, it's got enough juice to lift us off the ground. Yeah, there goes the solar panels. With this much fuel and this many engines, I'm hoping that's enough to lift us up, because let's see how far we can burn with this, because this is pretty loud. Oh yeah, man, if we can get this to the moon and get it landed pointing upright, then I'm feeling good about our chances. What is that? There's something up there. What is up there in that direction? Let's see, also these are pretty low too. Well, I've got the noise on the video too. So we can go about 8 kilometers up in thick, soupy gravity. They're not very powerful engines, but especially when they're out of the atmosphere, they'll perform even better. I'm feeling pretty good about this one, I gotta say, guys. Yeah. Let's observe the materials, but sure, let's transmit it, might as well. 'Cause we're cool. This has enough battery power to actually make that matter. While flying in Kerbal, we could probably get a material study from the upper atmosphere at this rate. Maybe. Because, I mean, these engines just go forever. And look, now we're really getting up there. Once we're free of even the thickest part of the atmosphere. We're still really going now. Well, you can see the thing over there. Yeah, we've got to send someone over there so that they can plant a flag on the thing. But that gives us like almost 3 minutes of burning. And the moon is actually in a relatively good place for us to start launching more missions, so... I don't know, looks good to me. Upper atmosphere, okay, nice. Just keep that data. We'll be... It'll be useful. Crew report from up here. We could send that at 100%, so we may as well. I actually think that antenna looks pretty cool. We are 30 kilometers straight up. What was that? What the heck was that? Whatever. So we're going to start to fall now pretty rapidly. Time to see whether this thing can survive a real re-entry situation. Now let's try to keep it pointed upwards for our parachute's sake. Bye, lander. Even the tiny little bit of force from our separation... Oh boy. Oh boy. Bonk! That should be funny. Yeah, bye. We're falling faster than you are. Okay, deploy the parachute. And get ready to actually deploy it. Also, that thing's going to catch up to us eventually. At least it's not going to land literally on us. And once again, we bomb Kerbal Space Command. Fortunately, we kind of missed it this... Ooh! And bits of the Vindicator will remain for some time. Okay, so we know this thing can get back to Kerbin safely. As long as we don't time accelerate, because that really does tend to mess with craft for God knows what reason. Whoa! And then... Fucking... And the lander lights actually served us pretty well last time, so... We're gonna press on with that. We're gonna put them here because we can. And I want them as close to the ground as possible to actually give us illumination. To give us at least a bit of warning. Okay, now these things, what can we do with them? What if we put them like that? And then these like this. Oh gosh. There's almost no way to make that symmetrical, I'm pretty sure. So basically, yeah, we've got to get this rig landed safely on the moon, and then we make the return trip. Okay, let's see. Well, it looks like the gear are more or less together, and they are able to support the weight of the craft, which is good. I mean, this is a heavy bastard. Um, check the lights. Yeah, the lights are doing okay. Nice. It doesn't even tilt or anything. Wow. So what we can do... Actually, let's see if the asparagus stock system is strong enough to get us all the way there on just this kind of stuff. Once again, I ended up making a tall rocket. Actually, it looks kind of... Let's even try... Yeah, I'd rather not fail, but after a point, there's just diminishing returns. Okay, so let's take that... Let's take this radial decoupler. And let's do the asparagus stock system for our boosters. And that involves, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people who are fans of this game actually already know this concept, but even so, we may as well go over it again. Asparagus stock is a way to be really efficient about your fuel use. Okay, thrust vectoring on these guys. Whoa, dude, the sky, man. Central thing with a powerful... Whoa. Whoa! Almost tempted to launch that, not really. Oh god, is that thing standing on its central engine column? We'll fix that when it comes to bite us in the ass. Delta Deluxe, large aerodynamic surface with small built-in aileron. It offers a lot of lift. Let's stick with the winglets that work, shall we? I'm a big fan of these things. They help keep the thing stable. Although this thing doesn't have stability issues, we're still gonna do it. We could even do, if we wanted to be hardcore, we'll see if this is enough. Or if we need to tweak the design to even just get rid of this middle stage. I mean, it's possible. This engine, yeah. This engine and this coupler and this coupler need to stay on this stage. If I'm doing this right, and I'm probably not. Okay, those two stay on the stage, and then the next one. Okay, asparagoid stock systems are defined by being really tough and tedious to set up, but that could get us to the moon, everybody. I'm not saying I think it's likely, but just observe the effect on this thing, if it even lifts. Strapping some solid fuel boosters to this thing might not have been the worst idea. Also, ooh. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Good luck, Jeb. Fire engines, yeah, I can really get the ground. Also, it compresses right there. It's a little worrying. But like the asparagoid system in action is not working the way I think it is. I think it should be. Actually, it is. Okay, asparagoid system is working. The problem is, we just barely muscle its way up. This probably isn't gonna do it, everybody. Yeah, there's gonna be problems. At least this basic asparagus lifter system, we can add to it. Why did the engine sound weird? Why did the central one... Oh, it's broken! That's why. Well, that invalidates this. Yeah, no wonder the... God damn it. Yep. Oh, fuck that. Let's just see if this goes. Yeah, this doesn't have the power. Engines. I need to design a craft whose sole purpose is to fire engines like they're missiles. The question is, what went wrong and what can we do to address it? These engines aren't going to be any better. This one... get us up. What's hilarious is, though, we are now quite trapped. Fuck you. Did something not decouple properly? No, that thing's... it's just stuck to us. There we go. Fucking jam. Fucking time accelerate when you're throttled up my fucking ass. Let's parachute in. Whoa. Okay, it kinda put us upside down, but this should land us safely. And the 2 radial mount parachutes should be okay. Yay, it didn't even break the solar panel. Now it did? Why? I really don't want to have to reinstall this game or something stupid. Whatever. Or I could... This is really distracting, though. It's... Just trust me, but... Well, we landed the damn thing safely on the Kerbal, so, I mean... that's dumb. Some of the electronics. Whatever, we may as well get a tiny bit out of this horrible failure. Now I wonder, what will the can the RCS... The RCS isn't powerful enough to push us over if we're like this. Not even with a reaction control wheel, the command pod, and the RCS pushing in one direction. It's not powerful enough to push us over. But RCS doesn't really work well here anyhow. We stole the lifter stage from the Wayfarer because it actually worked. It got the thing to the moon. So I asparagoided the hell out of it, and I did that off camera because the staging was oof. I think we've got it down though, all the way. Launch from Kerbal to return to Kerbal. Everything should be ready to go, assuming this thing doesn't just topple over on the pad or something, which we're not ruling out. I would like it if that didn't happen though. Yeah, this ship is in excess of 100 parts. This is when we start getting into ridiculousness territory, but I think it'll work. I hope it'll work. All we can do is just do it. And the boosters do lift us a little bit. Even a little bit helps. I know it's rocket engines. I've honestly turned it down several times by now. They're actually giving us pretty good lift. And with our... because these lifters actually last quite a while, too. So if we just give them a little bit of a head start, we should be golden. At least on this first bit. And these boosters are actually doing more than I anticipated. And all the space tape is keeping it nice and steady, at least for now. Alright, now we test to see whether it works. Go! Yeah, we're having a little trouble going up, but the boosters gave us enough of a boost, fittingly enough. And now we are asparagoided to hell, so... this should work now, hopefully. We're going up. We're getting faster. We're getting past... we're muscling past the superior parts of the atmosphere. Things aren't cutting out at precisely the right time, and that weirds me out. Okay, stay it steady. Stabilize. I'm authorizing RCS. Samus, I'm authorizing rocket boosters. In order to keep this damn thing steady. And, we don't have a choice but to do our gravity turn, even though we're going a little slow. I can't control it. Piece of shit. It's this stage where the rocket just becomes unstable as shit. Did that too early. I'll redo the launch. I just got nervous. Although that still looks cool as hell. It was almost worth it. I wonder if we can still do it. We're not even on the right course, are we? Nah, this one was messed up. This one was messed up from the word go. And there isn't a lot we can do. This design, though, it has... do not underestimate the sheer volume of fuel this thing has. Yeah, this ain't happening, though. Fire missiles! That one nicked something. LOL. Yeah, fuck it. We ain't getting to the moon, not with this. I need some additional stability on that step, and I think I know how to get it, maybe? But whatever. Jeb, we're going back. Oh no, it's not even Jeb. I picked Chatler for this mission because his name was sufficiently stupid. Yeah, but this lifter is badass. I am confident in its ability to go if we can get some extra stability that this thing currently does not have. Yeah, keeping the nose up becomes a little impossible at this point. I want to see if we can missile into Kerbal Space Command this time. I just want to see if it's possible. Even with our RCS helping out a bit, it doesn't really work in this situation. As long as this thing keeps the nose up. I've got some SAS that's torquing. It's torquing us. We could go try to land on that airfield over there. In fact, yeah, let's do it. Oh, God. The graphical thing came back. And I know you can't see it, but it's very irritating to me. Nose up. Okay, now it's controllable, yeah. Lock it in about there. See if we can do this. This is a pretty heavy lander. Yeah, it doesn't look like these engines are powerful enough to do it on Kerbal, which is ominous. It's always the fucking... actually, I don't know what it is. It's something very specific. And I can't just carry on because everything looks horrible now. over the island, we can go down there, plant a flag, and then pretend like what we did mattered. Get ready for the drop, Jeb. Get ready. And there we go. Parachutes away. And we'll hope those radial mounts are good ones. Sheesh. Less resilient samples. Sure, there's no reason to transmit that, but fuck it. LOL. Now we only hope the parachutes are strong enough. Yeah, 2 radial mounts did it, though. We're fine. Well, we sure bombed it. Whatever. I think I've been over to the airfield before, but I think I heard they improved it, so, well, let's go take a look. Should I try to nose... Yeah, I should try to nose this thing up. Shouldn't be difficult. There we go. Oh, no, it wants to nose down, so yeah, it does take the active effort of the SAS. Also, we should deploy gear. Do we have... Oh, no, we don't have gear. This is the return pod. Whatever. Really, the thing that I want is for Jeb to be able to exit. He's not going to be able to get back in. That's fine. This craft was dumb anyhow. I didn't want it to work. And we're coming in. And even though we're only going 6.1, I still kind of expected... Oh god, the SAS is holding it in place. Puff, 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 puff. That doesn't do anything. Whatever. Jeb, you're going EVA. Let's go! Yeah, he's never returning to his craft, but oh well. Whoa! Let's plant a flag while we're here. I mean... I don't have a reason not to. It's going to take a bit of a walk to get to the airfield, though, where we can look around, I suppose. The graphical glitches have abruptly stopped, and I can't determine why. Yeah, this is the airfield. This is probably the most prominent Easter egg, because, I mean, it's right there. Man, we made a lot of debris. Good work, everybody. Not quite sure what that thing is, but hey. So you can see the obvious bits of the airfield. I'm looking forward to the day we get more Kerbal structures and like Kerbal civilizations and... And the update notes said that they changed the airfield recently, so I don't know. There's some building frames over here that we can check out. There's... And of course the old parts. EVA report from Kerbal Shores. These are the old, like, the parts that were used in the old version of the game. Yep. Plant the flag before my computer explodes. Just call it the old airfield. And good work, everybody. I've been kind of wanting to do that, but it's a little small potatoes compared to getting to the moon and back. Okay, something is just whonked out about the stability of this craft. I even added the maneuver wings. And this thing just doesn't want to... This thing just doesn't want to heave too. Using the RCS, we can get it stable, kinda. But look, I messed up something in the asparagoid system, so they're not doing it at the same time, which is gonna mess up everything. It just is, or it's gonna be wonked. And there's there's not a whole ton I can do about it. I still think this craft can get up there if we burn like a ton of our RCS to do it. But I mean, we're on 3 engines. We're just... if they don't die at the same time, then there's problems. Just keep it... All I want is to keep going up. Now it's going to get wonky again. I'm going to have to launch them both like a missile. I just hope they don't hit our own parts. Otherwise that happens. Look, it's like we're flinging it. Okay, now that we're on 1 engine, things should straighten out, hopefully. We're on a 1 engine RCS. Friggin'... Okay, so we've launched. Like we're going. It's just... This craft is weird. We're coming for you, bastard. Even though I'm afraid my game may break in the process. We are burning sky. Maybe we'll ease up a bit and go back to about hereabouts. Just a full 90 degree to give a little more upward. Because we're widening things out, but we're not going up. Well, I mean, the early stage of the flight introduced some eccentricity. It's just weirdness. At least we're going the correct way. The thing is, our motion of travel is just weird because of our wimpy baby rocket engine. So we're gonna be burning forever to get a decent orbit. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck in an eternity of burning. Although we're clear of the atmosphere, so the thing is, I can't stop my burning, or we're just dead. Okay, we're gaining a bit of ground at the cost of mass amounts of our fuel, and then we'll be on our transfer stage, which we kind of need to get to the Mun. So we kind of need this thing to go as far as we can possibly push it. In fact, fuck it. We're at 50,000. We'll wait to get to 50,000. We'll wait a couple seconds on the burn. We don't need RCS anymore. We'll use up what little fuel is left in our tank. We'll start burning on the transfer stage, which is... Oh boy. Well, the vehicle might not have enough power to get out of here. In fact... Yeah, we're in trouble. All we can do is burn and hope that works. I'm not quite sure how to address this particular issue. What we could try doing... is activating these engines and giving ourselves a bit of extra. We're not really going in the right direction, but I mean, I love how the SAS system just gave up. Okay, does it have enough on 3 fucking engines? No, we're going down. We cannot escape. See, it looks like we're doing stuff, But we're still in the fucking atmosphere, which means we're just... And I mean, that's our lander fuel, so I mean, we're just... Moonberry, you're not getting to the moon. Nope. We gotta cross a big wide ocean. Oh, disappointing. See, now we can go while we're accelerating. Whoa, and it's working. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Well, that's 80,000. That's the weirdest way to get orbit I've ever seen, but I mean... Now that we've... We're so fucked. There's no points. There's basically no point carrying this out, because, I mean... We can't land this thing with the fuel we have. So my launcher design just... Something is called... It's built wrong, I suppose. I tried to take the easy way out, and I suffered for it. There's some poetry there somewhere. Just for crazy cuz, let's just get an orbit. Shouldn't be hard at this point. Hopefully. Although we have been underperforming in every... Well, the one transfer engine just isn't enough for this thing. I was hoping if we got it high enough, the engine would do it. The issue is, it isn't. This thing will barely make orbit at all. I don't even know if I should attempt to make orbit, because we might not be able to deorbit with what we have. Matter of fact, yeah, screw it. Let's just go to the other side of the planet. Otherwise, this person is going to get stranded in orbit. Although we could do some kind of exercise where we have to rescue him from orbit. And then we have intercepts and... let's just get him home. Today has been a somewhat disappointing day. Oh, Moonberry doesn't seem to mind too much. Crew report, yay, space. Thing is, if you get out on EVA at this point, the atmospheric drag can be really dangerous, so you don't want to stick around here too, Muffin. You're starting to feel like you should really get back into the ship. Yeah, no kidding. How about... Oh, there's some actual scientific value in this stuff. And since we're gonna land it all anyway, I'm not gonna bother with... So let's extend the panels, and it is possible they will immediately snap off. Now, those are cool solar panels, though. I love them. He's like, yay! Cool solar panels. Cool story, bro. And they angle. That's so lovely. But yes, we will be aerobraking and probably just gonna put it down in the ocean. Man, if I could get there and plant a flag, that'd be pretty cool. What would be involved in getting there? If we burn towards our motion... That's one of our solar panels, right? Now what's our retrograde point? Okay, here. I want to go that way. We might actually be able to fly into the mountains, everybody. I wouldn't mind that. Any way to detach these? No, there's no detachable. Aside from detaching the entire craft, I mean. This is a decent amount of fuel. I suppose we could just try for that island right there. Name all the old landmarks and name all the landmarks and stuff after us. Okay, let's just point our craft towards where we want to go. Even though it's pretty clear we're not going to get there. Yeah. I am personally rather astounded the solar... Ooh, just as I say it. Off they go. Better get the landing gear ready. Now this thing ain't landing. Can we get it to land there? Probably. Nope. Let's just attach and see where we land. And bomb this. Woof. Good work, team. We're gonna fall in a puddle. Lake Puddleton. The Vindicator program so far has not met with a great deal of success. Maybe we've landed in an interesting biome. In any case, the craft has all the observations from the good part of space, or the part of space that still has some data left. Whoa! I don't know what the fuck happened there, because the parachutes were engaged. They were... Somebody messed up and it's not me. Whatever, we can recover that independently. Oh god, what the fuck? Craft is rebelling. So, fuck. The literal opposite side of the world, though. I mean, sure, let's just plant flags everywhere. I'll go to the tip of that island, probably. I'll go up there, but, I won't bother showing you. What the fuck? Okay, admittedly, this is a decent view. So sure. Take a surface sample. It's very muddy and sandy. You think there might be water nearby. No, good work, Moonberry. This is what we were meant to do, everybody. Planting flags on our own planet. Yeah, yes. Well, it is like the opposite side of the planet, so in a way it's cool, but I mean, come on. And, everything is, like, going dark, so, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this in for repairs. Piece of shit. Now let's see. Vessel EVA report. Yeah, you need to keep the science things intact or it doesn't count. Piece of crap. Well, at least there's more flags on Kerbal now than there was a while ago. This planet is huge. Technical glitches aside. Okay, we're gonna try to redesign the Vindicator to be less one single long thing that's too heavy. Because we don't have the big engines to make that work. We're gonna try to make it more wide, which is good if we can do it. But it occurred to me that the way I had my lander set up gave me an opportunity to do a rocket that wasn't just one thing inline. And I'm really hoping my computer just doesn't fuck this up. Okay, now. Those decouplers go. And then engines fire and that decoupler goes. That's fine. Everything looks like it's going. I mean, I just want to test whether these landing gear are still enough. Because we've added things to it. Let's go ahead and land this sucker. Although this should make it more stable, relatively speaking. Alright, now we're going to fall. This thing is now really fucking heavy. That'll be less of a concern on the actual hopefully. Hopefully. Ooh, there we go. And it is absorbing the weight. It's worth the weight. This might actually be more structurally stable than what we've done in the past. Maybe. It kind of tilts, but I don't care. Okay, huh. Now, this thing will have to lift off and get back. If we can get it into orbit, at least we could do some kind of crazy rescue mission, if necessary. I'm hoping that's not necessary, but I just wanted to test to see whether this thing still kind of works, and it still kind of does. We'll need to put fuel lines on the central one again. But I am going to continue constructing the rocket in a new design. I am going to have to edit the shit out of this.